Hello and welcome to this review of Gran Legacy Silver Caribbean Style Rum with Natural Flavors. That's the full title of it. Gran Legacy Silver Caribbean Style Rum with Natural Flavors. So rum is allowed to have natural flavors added according to the Tax and Trade Bureau's regulations. This was introduced over 20 years ago, and it was owned by CVS Pharmacy. But something happened. I used to see this over there. Well, I have it. I bought it there. And they stopped selling it, and now it, as of 2024, it's taken over by Casey's gas station convenience store chain. So Casey's, I read, they're making their way toward Louisiana, so I don't know if they took over the trademarks so that they could sell it here, because they know that Louisiana and some other states allow liquor store sales at convenience stores. But I did buy this at CVS Pharmacy, and it was their brand, but they got rid of it or just abandoned it. Anyway, says bottled by the Legacy Distilling Company, Louisville, Kentucky. Okay. But that's an alias name of the Sazerac Company, Buffalo Trace Sazerac Company. So they opened a new Glenmore distillery in Owensboro, Kentucky about 2019, 2018. The old distillery was so dilapidated, they just razed it, tore it down to the dirt, hired this construction company, and they had a cool video where they showed them rebuilding it, and they totally revamped it. And they started distilling rum there. Now, the last time I checked, now that could have changed, like a month after I checked, but the last time I checked years ago, they said the only liquor they actually distilled there was rum. But they could do the whole thing now. They might do Glenmore, because there's a Glenmore brand. They might do all kind of stuff there now. I don't know. But they told me on the phone that they do a lot of the flavored gin, rum, vodkas in the little 50 milliliter bottles, 100 milliliter bottles also. And they just blend them there. They don't age the stuff. It's just unaged grain spirits. And blend them, get them right, and bottle them and send them out. And they do a huge amount of traffic there. But I noticed ever since they opened that Glenmore distillery that the Sazerac, many Sazerac brands that used to say Caribbean rum now say Caribbean style rum. So they moved their production to the United States. And anyway, hey, nothing says rum like Kentucky, right? So what was the price for this huge bottle? It was like $10.99. True story. And then I saw their Scotch, Gran Legacy Scotch, and I was like, next time I'm going to buy that. Because about once a month I would buy one bottle, $10.99 each time. I went back and they didn't have the Scotch, and I never saw it again. Okay, so this is the first video review for this product in the world. It's a Gran Legacy of what, right? I mean, what's the legacy? But I'm not going to judge it until I try it. It's clear. Now, Sazerac does a lot of contract distilling for private label, for like, I don't know, maybe even restaurants. I know they do barrel picks for stores, and they even have a program where they show you how you can sign up for it. But all right. Yeah, it smells like sugarcane, stalks, cane. There's a lot of sugarcane plantations around here, so I'm familiar with that aroma. Very grassy. Now, what are the natural flavors added? I don't know. Maybe vanilla extract, something like that, to spruce it up. But like I say, the fact that they put that on the label doesn't mean much, because you can add flavoring to rum and not put it on the label, and that's legal. So the taste is oh, that must be Amazon or One of those, that's right. They deliver all the time and then they back up. It's not ghastly like you might think, oh, I would never drink that. It would be so terrible. And that was my general impression too. When I bought it, I thought, it's going to be bad, but I don't care. But the flavor is mainly neutral. It's not a bad flavor. There's just like a lack of flavor. There's a little sugar cane. Some of the grassy stalk, that's there. Is there sugar cane coming from Louisiana or East Texas or somewhere like it? Probably is. Remember now, the headquarters of Sazerac, Buffalo Trace, Barton, is in New Orleans, and they're real in tight with a lot of people. So they probably got friends. They probably have friends in the sugarcane industry. Medium bodied, mostly dry finish, snappy. Yeah, it took me 5 or 6 years to try it. I've been sitting on it, but sitting on it as it's set on the shelf, right? I was sitting on it figuratively as it's set on the shelf. Now, I can't say this video is meaningless because, like I said, Casey's took it over in 2024, so you might see it at those convenience stores if you live in a state where that's allowed. Did they update the label? They probably, usually when you have a buyout, they'll update the label, but if you see Gran Legacy, not Gran Torino, Gran Legacy, haha, I know, weak, but if you see this, I mean, it's worth trying. I mean, the price now will probably be $14.99 for this huge bottle. But this thing will probably last me, like, not figuratively, literally a lifetime. Or the rest of my life. No, all mine. It's clearly made as a mixer, but who would have thought otherwise just seeing it there? You go to a pharmacy, you're not expecting liquor, first of all. Secondly, you see it on the shelf as $10.99, or it was actually $10.96. You're not thinking, oh, I bet this is exquisite. I can't believe it. I know it's going to be amazing. No, you're thinking, oh, I bet that's cheap. Hope I could tolerate it. Should I even buy it? And apparently there weren't enough people saying that. It was just sitting there and not moving. And then I went back a few times, and it was just like the vodka was there. That probably was the only one that was moving. And then I don't even know if they sell that. Well, they don't sell any of it because they cast it off or Casey's overtook it. So, but based on my experience with the Gran Legacy American Blended Whiskey, or as they call it, the American Blend, and a couple of other Gran Legacy products, yeah, it's not something to seek out, clearly. But I wouldn't say avoid it. If you open-minded, you're not too uptight about it, you just want to try different things in a laid-back manner, yeah, it's okay. Did they change the recipe for the new owners? I seriously doubt that. So, it's attractive in some basic way. And they do sell it in two formats, 750 milliliter and the 1,750 milliliter, both in beautiful PET plastic. So I'll score it a B. I mean, it's good. It's not arguably good. It's literally good. But let's say 8.3 out of 10. It's good, but yeah, it's just good. So a mixer, fine. I don't ever mix any drinks. I just drink them straight, room temperature. I guess I'm not too developed in my tasting, but I'm not too picky or whatever, but it's fine with me. So anyway, 8.3 out of 10. I don't mind it. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Kentucky and take a distillery tour.